This is a demonstration of the code base DX37, dated May 27, 1993. And what we'll be showing is how hypermedia documents could be browsed using Viola www. And then we'll also incorporate some interactive embedded objects. One that was actually handled by vplot, which was dated August 12, 1993. So we have to navigate to the proper location, user work Viola, and let's just do an ls to show a short listing of the contents. And there are several files there, one of which is important, and that's the script run.www. So let's invoke that script. And we'll see the Viola browser pop up on the screen in the home page. And let's do the about www via the globe on the home page. And a banner will pop up giving information about the role of the Viola World Wide Web browser in the web in general, and in particular how it interacted with the existing web at that time and read web documents and so on. And then let's go back. And now we're going to, on the client workstation that we're currently on, Illinois, we're going to type in a URL file in order to bring up a file called testplot.html. Now, immediately after invoking that web page, we see a three-dimensional grid appear. It's embedded in the main window, embedded in the document, and it is a fully interactive embedded application. So we can manipulate aspects of the grid, do rotations and size changes and things like that. But of course it gets more interesting if there's a three-dimensional object that we could superimpose upon that grid. So we've got the ability to open up some data sets, and there's one that's quite exciting that is fun to work with. It's called the X29 geometry. And what's happening now is a binary executable is working in conjunction with this embedded program and doing all the manipulations of that three-dimensional data set to then redisplay it in this three-dimensional viewing tool. So there's a range of interaction that we can do, and of course there could be a whole variety of other data sets that would be usable in the same capacity. Let's now click the home icon, and now we'll access another set of applications by typing in the URL at the URL level, and it will be to access violaapps.html. One thing to point out is that all of these applications are embedded using the HMML tag called VOBJF. And that's a tag that Perry Way developed in order to specify where to look for objects that follow the VOBJF tag. And the clock, for example, comes from a script, and it is showing the immediate correct time. And it's not a separate binary. These are things that these embedded entities here are all developed by a script called a .v file. And there's some other ones that are kind of interesting to work with. These are all embedded, but here's one called Doodles, and so you can do some artistic things here, like draw a pumpkin head or something like that. But just giving you an idea, this is all being done interactively. So now let's click on the home icon, And there's another interesting application which is called a class hierarchy tool. And so if we go to Illinois user work Viola docs, Viola CHIER HMML, this brings up a tool that allows us to do some additional interaction. So for example, here are the names of all the classes. And if, for example, we wanted to know what the radio class does, all we need to do is put the cursor over that, and down below in the message it says, click to get information on class radio. Or if we go up to field, up in the middle, way up there, it says click to get information on class field, and so on. So there's a tool that was developed to be embedded in the document. And let's click on the home icon again. And down a little bit below, there's a link that we can click on called testall.html. It says a sample of HTML documents. And what this is showing is that we're actually linking in with the HTML as opposed to HMML, as you can see for the URL file at the bottom. And the home icon again brings us back to where we started. And just a reminder, what we've been doing is demonstrating the VX37 code base and showing how hypermedia documents can hold embedded entities, and we can put interactive embedded objects in there.